Hello, my name is David Kim, and I'll be presenting on information technology and the quality of life for women in Yemen. The topics that I will cover is a brief background of Yemen to capture certain issues, the impact on the quality of life as proposed by Xenom through cultural, social, and political scope, then a final analysis and discussion of information technology and quality of life for women in Yemen. To give you an understanding of some issues in Yemen, the nation is among the top in the Middle East with the highest maternal mortality rates, a shocking statistic of 365 deaths for 100,000 live births, which amounts to about 7 to 8 deaths per day due to childbirth complications. Similar to other nations within this region, women are traditionally seen as second-class citizens and of lower social class than men. From this, a social issue is addressed with educational inequality, with literacy of 81.18% of all men to 46.79% for women. To decrease the disheartening maternal mortality rate of women in Yemen, health information is being broadcast through technologies such as television, radio, and mobile phones to educate women on their health. Using information technology to educate women on health, an overall decreasing maternal mortality rate would better the cultural aspect and quality of life. Decreasing mortality rate would allow for mothers to provide necessary care for newborns. Breastfeeding is an example of a nutritional necessity for a newborn to properly grow and develop in early life. To further improve the quality of life through cultural preservation, mothers need to be there to share the cultural heritage to their children. Mothers will be able to provide physical care for the newborn, increasing their chance of survivability and reaching adulthood. The newborns and the younger generation will continue to develop cultural heritage as they reach adulthood. The health information broadcast in Yemen is educating women, enabling them to make their own decisions on reproductive health care. Traditionally, these decisions are dominated by the husband and mother-in-law. However, to bring social justice and gender equality, the autonomy of women must be respected, by which they are making decisions, being well informed and educated in healthcare. Social justice and equality is becoming more evident in Yemen, with the University of Aden adding gender issues to the curriculum. This will raise awareness in gender inequality and begin to empower women in society as a whole. Women's value and contributions to society as a whole, rather than depriving it, will greatly improve Yemen economically, socially, and politically. However, we do encounter a few conflicts in terms of education equality and information technology in Yemen. Most young girls are not sent to school, and there is a low representation of women in information communication technology studies because it is considered masculine. Geographically also, Yemen lacks certain resources for ICT growth, such as limited internet service and speed. However, with proper national agenda, educational equality and opportunity will improve the quality of life and social aspects. This all ties together in an improvement through the political aspect and quality of life. Respect for autonomy of women will bring change and fairness for human rights. Women will have more freedom to make decisions for themselves in healthcare and education. To achieve this, Yemen must promote an improved national agenda for educational equality and ICT development. These efforts will provide citizens of Yemen the resources to maximize freedom to equal education and human rights. We have covered the background of Yemen that reveals some of the current issues which are being improved on. Quality of life has been improved by information technology and cultural aspects. Improving the high maternal mortality rate will help preserve and develop cultural heritage through new generations. Information technology and health topic broadcasts are empowering women to make their own decisions and building their confidence. Their contributions to society matter just as equally as men, bringing about social and gender equality in Yemen. And politically, educational equality is improving through national agenda to provide resources which would enhance basic human rights and freedom. The traditions of Yemen have obviously deprived the women of their freedom and access to basic rights such as education. However, old traditions of inequality and unfair treatment of women in society must be banished to make room for women's empowerment. The value of women in this culture is previously underwhelming, but improvements are happening. The three sectors in the quality of life outlined by Zinam is discussed I discussed have improved for women in Yemen. The progress is only the beginning, and women in Yemen will continue to experience a better quality of life through information technology.